The maps are very important in everyday life. The subject of map making is one of the very important domain in the subject of geography. So these maps are not only used for the calculation of the different land information, but it can be used for even navigation purpose. So today, the maps are not only made for the purpose of the environmental pattern, but it has also very important in the human pattern also. The maps may be defined as the representation of the Earth pattern as a whole or a part of it with conventional signs drawn to a scale and projection. So it means it is not only used for the making of a part of the Earth, as a country-wise or as a continent-wise, but also we can make a map of the world also. So that's why the maps are not only used for the particular area, but also for the whole of the area. Now the framework of the map is based on the way how the graticules, either the longitudinal and latitudinal network, is prepared. This depends on the position of the area on the Earth's surface and type of the map. So when we are defining map of a particular area of a region, so each and every point on it corresponds to the actual terrestrial or celestial position. By gradual evolution in the science of map making, it is now possible to picture the Earth's pattern more precisely and to compress varied type of necessary information in a single map sheet without any verbose description. This depends on the position of the area on the Earth's surface and also on the type of the map. In this slide, we have an actual map of the North America, but the globe represents the true picture of the area. But that true picture actually represents, when we are representing on the sheet of paper, it can be transferred through the help of certain latitudes and longitudinal extension. So like this is the actual land of the North America Peninsula. Now this actually piece of paper is giving the true picture. Why? Because it has the same latitudinal and longitudinal zonation. So that's why each and every point which is actually over the surface of the Earth is actually truly transfer on the piece of paper. So like this is the Gulf of Mexico. So here you have the same area which is actually has the same longitude and latitudes. So it means the map is the true picture of the planet. The amount of the information to be represented on the map depends on the map projection, conventional signs, methods of map making, and scale. So these are the basic components of the map making. Without map projection, we cannot draw the map over the piece of paper. So every projection type has its own location over the Earth's surface, like the latitudinal extension are very important here. The cylindrical projection is used for the areas which are closer to the equatorial region, tropical areas, but the conical projection can be used where we have the middle latitudes. So same is the case with the zenithal projection, which are used for the polar areas. So map projections with the help of longitudes and latitudes, the area can properly be managed. Same is the case with the conventional signs. So these are signs which are actually not only for the physical environment but for the human environment as well. Like the weather symbols are used for the weather maps, the conventional signs which are actually helpful for the making of the human features, like the city environment has its own symbols, the mosque, the railway line. So these man-made features have symbols. So these are called the conventional signs. The method of map making are very important when we are dealing with the techniques. Like some maps are prepared by the help of a computer. Some are prepared with the help of the aerial photographs. Some maps are prepared with the help of sketching. So these are actually the methods which are used for the map making. So the last component which is very essential for the map making is the scale. So every scale actually gives us the shape of the map. At larger scale level, we are dealing with the large scale map. The smaller scale level, we are dealing with the small scale map. So word can be made over a small scale map. Same is the case with the city map, which actually are very helpful for the description of the landscape and land uses. So here we have the large scale maps. So it means the scale in map making is very important. Now here we have the major projection which are used for the different areas. So as we have already discussed, the cylindrical projection is used for the areas which are closer to the equator. So this line is equator. Now around this line, the projection is used which is called the cylindrical projection. Now in zenithal projection, the north and south poles are actually under the main construction of the maps. So here we have only the area which is closer to the poles. But the middle latitudes are actually made by the type which is called the conical projection. So conical projection is used for the middle latitudes or the temperate areas. The need for map projections arises from the fact that an ordinary globe is rendered use less for a small country. It is not possible to make a globe on a very large scale. So when we are dealing with the globe, it actually represents the true picture of the earth, but map actually is the transfer of actual position which is located over the surface of the earth on the sheet of paper.